Unit 3, Lesson 2.
Hey guys, welcome back to Unit 3, Relating to Others, Lesson 2, Types of Relationship. So our learning goals for this lesson will be to recognize each type and function of each relationship. So, different types of relationships include family relationships, which are our first relationships. Parents can always be a part of someone's life. By customs and by law, parents share in most of the important decisions about direction in one's life. Siblings may have been your first playmates and pranksters, and grandparents may provide wisdom. Here's a picture depicting family relationships, which includes even a dog because they can provide so much emotional support. As you and your family members change and mature, family relationships will change. Blood-related families cannot really be chosen, so it is different from a typical friendship. Some families may find it difficult to spend time together. They may not take the time to hear about the daily lives of other family members, and sometimes family communication can be tarnished. Functional relationships, on the other hand, are relationships that meet your academic, financial, or health needs rather than your emotional needs. This can include a relationship between a doctor and a patient, or a relationship between a teacher and a student, and in some cases, even a parent and a child. You are expected to behave appropriately to complete tasks and perform roles, regardless about personal feelings about the other person. Functional relationships are way different than friendships. They contribute to the social development by providing opportunities to work and cooperate with others, rather than emotional development. It is possible to develop a rapport with others. A comfortable relationship with a teacher can make it less difficult to communicate with them and ask questions. And good relationships within a group can make it easier to complete group projects. There are many more examples. Friendships, on the other hand, typically develop outside of the family. They may take on different forms as opinions about people change. Most friendships happen with your peers. Peers essentially are people who are of around the same age group as you and who you share similarities with. This can include acquaintances, proximity, selected, significant, and intimate friends, which is what we're going to be looking at in the further slides. Acquaintances are most of the people that you meet in daily travels. There are people you know because they participate in the same activities. They can include students, staff, teachers, workmates, neighbors, etc. And the conversation with acquaintances are usually brief. They also help fulfill social needs because of their familiar faces. It can always provide a sense of belonging in the community as well. Proximity friends are people you work with. These can include students in your school band, for example, or those in your group for a project. Circumstances and common activities have brought you two together. They have given you common interests, which then develop into a friendship. You're able to share your ideas and discuss with other people in a casual conversation. These make activities more enjoyable in a sense. If they change their activity, though, the friendship may not last. Selected friends are arranging to get together with someone because you enjoy their company. They are based on shared interests and concern for each other. Opinions and experiences can be shared or even respected if they're different. Many people have a circle of friends or a few friends, and these friendships can be a long-term friendship, which may even last a lifetime. Significant friends are those that you spend hours on the phone talking to, for example. You guys can share inner thoughts and feelings in extended conversation. This has become a significant relationship. It creates empathy and better understanding and can offer emotional support and help you cope with difficult times. It can also provide you with encouragement, but it can be challenging. Intimate friends are those you have the closest relationship to. You essentially love these people. You share the innermost feelings with them, and you enjoy spending time together and make sacrifices for the benefit of the relationship. The end of these relationships can be significantly painful. These can be relationships where you're sexually attracted to each other as well. Many people can extend this to a romantic or spousal relationship. Building relationships effectively is a developmental task. Forming new relationships can be a challenge, but relationships begin to vary as you get to know new people. And there are many opportunities to develop a new relationship, such as at work, at school, within your teams, such as a soccer team or a band. And it's keeping up to date with current issues and looking for common activities which bring you guys together. Reciprocal relationships meet the social and emotional needs of both people. Relationships develop over time, but first impressions can provide the chance to attract positive attention. You must avoid judgment. Draw conclusions after learning about the person in order to build an effective relationship, and always be considerate. Also, one of the most fundamental ways that you can build an effective relationship is to build trust, which requires risk-taking. Open and honest relationships are based on equal sharing. You must be able to open up to others, reveal some information about yourself, but gradually. Keep observing how others respect you. And over time, this information about yourself can extend to inner thoughts and feelings about being shared. So you may not want to share your innermost thoughts to somebody after you've just met them for a few weeks. You want to get to know the person first. Become mutually respectful of each other. Roles are the parts you play in life, such as a child, a student, a cousin, a cashier, etc. Some roles can be assigned to you by your family, community, and society, but it is your job, essentially, to choose your own role. Each role has a set of behaviors and expectations. In order to work effectively in a group project, you need to take on a group role. This group role is a specific responsibility or even a task role. It can be assigned to you or you can choose it. It can essentially create skills in the long run, and sharing a workload ensures that all students are completing their share, which can lead to fairness. And in the long run, this can build effective relationships and friendships. What are role models? Well, essentially, they are people you respect and admire. They provide positive examples on how to lead your life. As you observe people in their roles, you can learn expected behaviors or attitudes. For example, when your mom and dad are both cooking, you realize that cooking is not only for one gender, as it has been for many decades, where the woman stays home and cooks and cleans. The expectations of different roles played in life may conflict. Parents will expect their child to come home right after school, but friends may expect their friends to go out for food after school. The teacher may expect their student to work with a partner after school to finish an assignment, or a neighbor may ask you to babysit her child after school. What would you choose? This can conflict priorities, which requires negotiation. So now I will have you guys complete